One final question I have is related to the TOT. You know, the 158 million. You read about that one? Okay. Tom Tate was over there fighting against that. I think he voted against it. The issue that concerns me, Lucille, because you are challenging Tom Tate, he's an incumbent in good favor with this party, is you campaigned on allowing the voters to decide on a TOT. Okay, I will. But you can answer it too. So you campaigned on allowing the voters to vote on any TOT, because the first one was invalidated because of a Brown Act violation, right? And then it came back to the council. In the interim, you got elected, and then you voted without going to the voters. Why did you do that?
On the face of it, and actually the person who was here earlier, she agreed with me. When you have something, a city as large as Anaheim, and you are looking for people and businesses to come in and develop, and you're trying to reduce regulations and reduce the amount of money it costs to go from here to final approval, you want to be as helpful as you can. If anything that comes to the city had to be voted on, if somebody wants to build a hotel, and you want to give them a rebate, which we've done in the past, as that article will testify, if every time you do that, you have to go to a vote of the people. Are you going to do a special election? Who's going to pay for the special election? The taxpayer or the developer? Or are you going to wait till the next election comes, either June, November, whatever, but it's going to be every 2 years. You will absolutely stop development in its tracks. And we've had history of development, and particularly hotels, going to Garden Grove, because Garden Grove, to this day, still does free land, TOT rebate, and sales tax rebate. Anaheim has never done that. We did it once in the early 2000s, and we gave 50% of TOT for new development, and one hotelier took advantage of that. But Anaheim does not give everything away that Garden Grove does. And I just think if you had a ballot, you had a vote on every single issue that came to you, you would stop progress.
Oh my God,
I have a question.
Oh my God. Just because someone else is affecting bad policy doesn't make bad policy okay in your city. That's just not
I never said it did.
Well, you did. You think that because Garden Grove is giving away more than you're giving away, that somehow or another makes the fact that you've given away taxpayer dollars. Okay, my question is this. I got a couple of them. I'm going to read from the Republican Party platform under the economic plank of that platform. One specific sentence. The government should work to ensure that markets are free and that there is genuine competition. That's what the Republican Party believes. Now, from what I see here, from what I understand, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, and I do think it's wonderful that we have women, in an elected office, so I applaud you for that. You're a woman. So $158 million for one hotelier. How does that facilitate fair competition? And it appears to me that Jordan Brandman, who's a Democrat, he voted, yeah, let's give this away. He's voting in lockstep with you, Eastman, Murray. And Mayor Tom Tate is the one who's voting in accordance with Republican principles. Now, you stated when you were up there that the development agreement changed dramatically. Please, just tell me, number one, how does this facilitate fair competition? And number two, how did it change dramatically enough that one person gets the benefit and not everyone else? And if you wanted to give everybody else a rebate, I'd say go for it. I'd say do that. But not just one hotelier.
Well, that's an ordinance that is coming back to council. Now, we said if anybody, any hotelier, any developer wants to go to a 4-star, we will give you a similar thing if you need it. Remember, the economy is getting a little stronger. The economy has been pretty bad in the last couple of years. And You're right, the garden walk where these hotels are should never have been open unless the hotels have been built. I absolutely agree with that. And because so many businesses left because of the economy. But the agreement that was initially done, that was overruled by the courts, that was an 80% TOT. Okay. And the one, and I told the developers there's no way that I would support that because I did think that 80% to a developer was inappropriate. So they worked with us. They said, we'll get 70% of the TOT. Remember, if these hotels are never built, if nobody stays there, if they don't build to a 4-star, they're not going to get penny one. And they also, so the city gets 10%, and 20% goes off to pay for the resort bonds, which had been in effect since the mid-90s when the city redeveloped the whole resort area, which was at $500 million in bond indebtedness. And they also promised Anaheim workers would get the jobs first. And the construction people are about 50% unemployment.
Can I, on the point, can I ask just to answer the original question before you answer or ask the next one? Did you campaign under the promise to submit these TOTs to the voters?
I never put, it was never in my literature.
Wait. I mean, whether you put it in writing or not, did you campaign on it, yes or no?
I told a few people I would do it. That was not a big issue. Big issue for me was public safety.
So you told a few people you would put it on the ballot, and you committed that to Tom Tate as well, right?
Right.
And then you didn't. You just voted it out.
Well, the fact of the matter is you needed 3 votes, and I knew when nobody seconded it, there was not a 3rd vote.
Okay, so you did vote it out. Okay. You're Deb and then Alan.
Okay, sure. I'm paraphrasing you. You're saying if they need it. So you're saying that if a developer comes in and they need $158 million of taxpayer money, that you think you should give it to them, you think you should. I can tell you from listening to people in Anaheim, they disagree with you on that. The thing that concerns me the most about this is that it appears that that is the point where a huge rift was created amongst the Republican majority that should be governing by Republican principles. I have another question that I'd like to try to understand, and I might just be a little fuzzy on this. Why were the negotiations with Anaheim Angels or Anaheim Los Angeles Angels or whatever they call themselves now, why was that opened up? I understood from the briefing that that the Mayor Tate gave that things would be locked in 2016 if no additional action had been taken, and that the mayor was actually broadsided when this whole idea of opening up this MOU was brought forward at a council meeting. So help me understand that, and I'm going to follow up because this is kind of related.
We need to be quicker though.
I'm trying to lay out why I'm confused. I want to understand how giving away 155 acres of prime real estate to Artie Marino for $1 a year is in the best interest of the taxpayers of Anaheim. Those 2 questions will do for now.
Can we hold off? Are there any more questions on the TOT issue? If there are none, we'll move on to the other issues. Alan, what was your topic?
Lucille, I had a quick process question. I disagree, first of all, with your crony capitalism, but beyond that, you're running as a Republican against an incumbent Republican who's, in my opinion, and I think a lot of other people on this committee, very good standing. And there's one Democrat running. So are you planning on splitting the vote and electing Lori Galloway right now?
I have absolutely no intentions of doing that.
Okay.
Why? Okay.